everyone, my name is Alina and in this video we will crochet a winter cap or a half bonnet. These two are a crochet version, whereas this one is a knitted version that is coming in the next video, so please follow to not miss this one. These two are made with different yarn. I'll talk about yarn details later, but this is very beginner friendly. It's easy and quick to make. It only took me about 1 hour and a half or maybe even less to crochet this one. It's made in one piece, starting from this edge, going all the way up with increases. Then we make the middle part with no increases, no decreases, and then we make decreases all the way down, following with a strap, and then coming back from the strap to make edging here, going to the second strand, making the second strand, and then again going all the way down to form the edging. You can also get it decorated. For example, here I added a stripe, I made a braid here in the middle, or as in this case I've added some hearts here. This one I decided to leave plain because the color is already very interesting and I think it's enough just like this. The cap can be made in different sizes according to your head size. We will only need one measurement from this ear all the way up to this ear. So do not measure it too tight like this, because you want to have some space here for your hair, especially if you have thick hair or if you have curls like me. You want to have some space here so you don't flat your hair. So I have around 45-46 centimeters, which is 17.5, 18 inches. So let's get started. You can use any yarn that you like. For this rose bonnet I used around 40 grams of the yarn Camarose, which is 55% baby alpaca, 35% cotton and 10% merino wool. This is very soft, very airy, very fluffy and gentle yarn. It is stretchy, but at the same time it keeps you warm and the air doesn't go through the material. The recommended size of your hook or needle is from 4 to 6 millimeters. So if you use the 4 millimeter one, you will get a tighter fabric, and if you use a bigger one, of course you will get more light structure. I have the same yarn but in different color. You can see the texture of the strand, very light. For this one I used Knitting for Olive Heavy Merino in a color Sky Cloud. This is 100% merino wool and has 125 meters and 50 grams. The recommended needles or hook size is 4.5. This one has 110 millimeters and 50 grams, so very similar, but this one isn't as soft as this one. It's more sturdy and not that stretchy, and I think it's more warm. You can see there are less holes in it compared to this one. The knitted one was knitted with the Sunday by Sunny's Garn, which is also 100% merino and has 50 grams in 235 meters. So this one is actually double-stranded. And as you can see, it's not the ideal yarn because there are too many holes, but it's really up to you. You can choose whatever feels more comfortable to your skin, because this one goes to your face. It will touch your face and neck skin, and you have to be comfortable wearing this one. Both of these were made with 4.5 millimeter hook, and you will also need a stitch counter or a piece of paper to write down the amount of rows you made. You will need scissors and a smaller hook or a needle to weave in the ends in the end. This is just the very easy chart for this one. So you start with 3 stitches here, and then you make increases in every even row. So in row 2, 4, 6, and so on, you make increases. I will show you everything in the video, just this is the general chart. You make a total of 33 rows, or depending on your size, this was just enough for me, so that the part measured 21 centimeter. And then if you want more, you can always make more, or if you need less, you can stop at, for example, 29 rows or less, depending on your size. Then we make a middle part with no increases and no decreases. I made 6 rows, and then again we make 33 rows with decreases, ending with 3 stitches here. We start with making a slip knot. I wrap the strand around my point finger and then pull the strand in between the hole and make a knot. Now we will chain for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then in every row we will only make single crochets, but we will make them in these loops from the wrong side. So we have this, let's say, braid here, and we turn it like this and start crocheting into the second one from the hook. So here is the first one, this one, and we will go into this one. We have 2 loops on the crochet hook, and we pull the yarn through 2 of them. We made a 1 single crochet. Then we go into the second one, and the third one. Like this. And we made a first row, so we mark it as a first row. Now we turn. Now in every even row, so in second, fourth, sixth, and so on, we will make increases. We will crochet this way. We will make a single crochet, through both loops into the first and the last stitch, and in the middle we will make an increase. So let's go. We make a single crochet through the 2 loops here. Then we have our middle stitch here, and we will crochet through the back loop only. So we have this front and back, and we will insert our hook like this through the back loop only and make an increase. We will crochet 3 single crochets into this one loop. We make 1, 2, and 3. Now, if you want, you can place a stitch marker into your second stitch here. So we made 1, 2, 3. This one is second. We will make our next increase in this second stitch. So if you want to, you can place a stitch here. If you don't, you can always count and make an increase in the middle. And we have our last stitch here. We will crochet through both loops. So now if you count, you have 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was the second row. In the third row, we won't make increases. We will work in every stitch. We will make a single crochet in every stitch, but we will make a single crochet through 2 loops in the first and the last, and the middle stitches will be worked through the back loop only. So we're going through the first one, two, the third, 4, and the last one. We are inserting through 2 loops here. 1, 2. In this row, we will make an increase. We work as usual. The first one is worked through 2 loops, the front and the back, and then we will make an increase in the middle. This one, the third one, is the middle stitch, so we will make an increase into this third stitch. We made 1, we go through the back loop into the second one, and here is our third one, and we'll make 3 single crochets through the back loop. So we go 1, 2, and 3. We can now place the stitch marker into the middle. And then we have 4, and the last one is worked through the front and the back. Basically, we will work this way until we reach the needed size in the width. I've made a total amount of 33 rows. And this part measures around 21 centimeters or 8 inches, and it is around 6.5 inches wide, which is around 18 centimeters. Okay, so now we will work without increases, just back and forth, making the same thing we made before. So we will make a single crochet through 2 loops here, then we will single crochet through the back loop only until the end of this row, until the last stitch. And we work this way until this part covers from your ear until the middle of your head. I've made 6 more rows, and my cap now measures around 23-24 centimeters. I've tried it on, and that's enough for me. The next row is an even row, and the same as we did our increases in even rows, we will make decreases in even rows as well. So this is how we will do them. When we were making increases, we were always making +2, so we were making 3 stitches into 1, which gave us 2 more stitches in every increase row. So now we will make 2 decreases in every row. In this row I have a total amount of 35 stitches, so the middle stitch is the 18th one, but our decrease will start with the 17th, will include 18th and 19th stitch. So we will make decreases into these 3 stitches. We start as usual until we reach our decrease point. Your stitch number may be different from mine depending on your size, so it's totally fine if you have less or more. So I made 16 single crochets, and the next stitch is the 17th. So we will start our decrease this way. We insert our hook through the back loop, pull the strand, we now have 2 loops on a hook. We go into the next one, pull the strand, 3, 4. We now have 4 loops, and we pull the strand through all of them at once. We then work until the end of the row as usual. This is our decrease. In the last stitch, we crochet through both loops. The next row is odd row, and we work without decreases, just the same way as we did when we were making increases. We were making 1 row with increases, then around 1 row without changes. In the same way we will work this time. We made a decrease, so the next row is without changes. Okay, then we have the second row with the decrease. I now have 33 stitches here, which means that I will work 15 and start making decreases into 16, 17 and 18. So this is 15 stitches, and now we start a decrease through the back loop, pull the strand again and again, 4 loops at one time, and continue working as usual. Continue working like this, making decreases in even rows and working without decreases in odd rows until you have 3 stitches left. Just wanted to show you what it looks like so far. There are 55 rows in total. I have 19 stitches, which means I have 16 stitches to decrease, so 8 rows with decreases. So now we will make ties, and you can be as creative as you want with them. For example, for this one I made a chain long enough to tie, and then I slip stitched into every stitch all the way up. I think this one is the easiest. For this one is knitted, but for this one I made a short version with a button so that it fits right above my chin. For this one I'm gonna go with an I-cord. For making I-cord we need to have 3 loops on our crochet hook. So we already have one here, and we have 2 more stitches that we will insert into. So we go into the middle one, pull the strand, the second loop is here, the same way here, and now we have 3 loops, and we will crochet into them in this order: first, second, and third. Hold them tightly because they tend to untie. So not pull them, hold them. Okay, so we have 1 loop, the first one on the hook, and we go 1, we pick up the second one, 2, and the third one, 3. Again, first, second, the third one might be a little bit tricky. Okay. And the third one. First, second, and the third one. This is what it looks like from the back, like a tail. So you continue working like this until you have a desired length, and then we will meet. Okay, so I have made a total of 30 rows, and my strap now measures around 20 to 23 centimeters, which is 9 inches. This is what it looks like from the front. This is what it looks like from the back. Actually, since it's pretty symmetrical from front and back, you can choose whatever side you like more. Since these holes where we made increases are more visible on the front, this one will be my front side. But if you want to make it this way, if you like it more this way, feel free to do that. Okay, so now I will make an edges. So I will go from here all the way up here, then from this, let's say, end here, from the edge like this until the second end where we will make the second tie. If you don't want to make edges here, you can fix these loops here. Just simply pull this one through these two, like this, and then cut the yarn and weave in the end. If you want to make edges like me, from this step, when we fixed these 3 loops, we will go to insert our hook here and make a slip stitch. Then we will insert through the back loop only. So I slip stitched all the way through my tie, and now we will make single crochets all the way above the edge. We will go into these loops at the edge. They're in every 2 rows, so here, then here, here, if you compare this side to this side, it looks more cleaner and more neater. Continue working like this until you reach this end. So now we've reached our second end. This was the last loop where I made a single crochet, and then we have these 3 stitches from where we will pick up for the I-cord. So we go into the first one, we make a slip stitch. We go into the second one, pick up the strand, second loop here. Three loops on a hook, and we work the I-cord the same way we did here. Okay, now the second tie is ready as well, and we'll make the same edging here until we reach this point. So we pull this last third loop through 2 loops on the hook, we slip stitch into the nearest loop, and then we go through the back loop all the way until the end of the strap. Okay, so we've made slip stitches all the way up the strand. This is what it looks like, very neat. So here we have our end from the start. We will hide it. I will use a smaller crochet hook to hide it through this edge stitches. I'm going in between the stitches. Then we'll make an edging here as we did on the other side, and the strand will be fixed and hidden, it won't be seen. Pull it a little bit like this and cut. Okay, now the same way as we did here, we will make single crochets into these loops. So we have a loop, a hole here, then here, here, and so on.
Going to the first one, single crochet, second one, single crochet. Here's our strand that we were hanging. So pull it a little bit, hold it like this, and we will now fix it with a single crochet. Now, you can try and tie it into this hole, or just simply cut it afterwards, and trust me, it won't go away.
Okay, so we made the single crochet all the way from here to here, and now we will join into this first stitch of our tie. And we make a slip stitch so that this one looks even from both sides. We'll go on the back side. Okay, so we insert it like this, and go through the loop. Now we can hide our strand in our ties. So this strand is actually hollow inside, so there is a space to hide our strand. I'll go here and here, and then we'll go under these strands inside. Make sure that it's not visible on the front. You can go all the way down. I will cut my strand here because I think it's fixed good enough. So our cup is ready. If you want to, you can block it. I don't block crochets, so I'm pretty satisfied with the shape. If you want to, you can add a braid here. This is made through the holes where we were making our increases. So if you want to, and then we have to find our very first increase. So these holes here, these are our increases. We go through this one, like this. We go into the second one. You want to hold it pretty tight. We go into the second one, pick up the strand and pull. We go into the third one, we pick up the strand, we pull. Go into the fourth one again, and just like this you go all the way up with your increases. On the other side where we made decreases, those holes are not as visible as on this side, but it's pretty easy to find. So for example, this one here, this one here, this one here, this one here. So if you want to add this stripe, you can go for it. I will leave it like this. This is our end result. I think it turned out to be very cute, even though the straps are a little bit shorter than this one. Still very cute. So if you have any questions, if you have any tips or suggestions for my videos, please write that in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer and make my future videos better. Thank you for watching this, and post your results, post your caps on your TikTok or Instagram account and tag me. These are my nicknames on those sites. Bye bye!